Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 13. How does it get any better than this? Yeah, today we are talking about what can you add to your life today, which is a brilliant, all of these tools are so brilliant, and this tool is really, really brilliant. What can you add to your life today? So I will just wait for a few more people to pop on, and then I will talk more about it. Hello, sweet Carrie. How are you today? And I see there's a few other people. How is everybody doing? Hello, sweet Carol. Hello, sweet Sharon. You guys are awesome. Hello, sweet Fabian. Oh, good to hear it, Carrie. Good to hear it. I was noticing today just how much the purple, well, all the colors really, but really the purple is fading from my hair. So I was thinking, I think there's over-the-counter stuff you can buy to put in to kind of highlight. Might have to look at that because I don't go to the hairdresser for a little while yet. So that's awesome, Gary. Listening to day 12, and here I am, just showing up. Cool. All right, so let's talk about day 13. What can you add to your life today? Oh, cool, Carol. You've been running the tools on a loop. That's awesome. So what we usually do, or what we're taught to do in this reality, is to subtract. And I think I've talked about this before, where, especially if we want to go on a trip, and it's going to cost $1,000. We start looking at how can we save $1,000 out of our money that we spend, instead of what could we add to our life to create that additional $1,000. That is much more natural to us than subtracting. It's why budgets don't often work for us. Usually anytime we're given some sort of a restriction, we fight it. So it's really about asking, what can you add to your life today to create something? Yeah, so when you start to add to your life, you'll create more money, wealth, and abundance. The more things that you have on the go, the more you will create. The less you have on the go, the more crap you will create. So a lot of times we're taught to slow down, to relax, to rest, and those are not bad things. It depends if it's from awareness or from a conclusion, because most of us are very good at multitasking and having many, many different things on the go at once. What happens though is we're told to focus on one thing. And then, if you've ever noticed, if you have, one thing to do and you've got 3 hours to do it, it usually takes you 3.5 hours. But if you have 40 things to do and you have 3 hours, you get those 40 things done in 1 hour. Like it's the more that we have on the go, the more we're adding to our life, the better that we function often. Now that doesn't mean that's always the way it is. So always use your awareness, but recognize what's true for you. Most of us have, half completed projects around our house and half written books, like all sorts of different things. Hello, sweet Julia. And it's not that those are not wrong. Those created something while we were playing with them. And then you could, if you something you'd like to finish, you could ask, what could I add to my life to complete this right away? What can I add to my life to create more money right away? Hello, sweet Sharon. Like where you're adding to your life. What can I add to my life today that would generate everything I'd really like to have? How can I create and generate more with less effort? And this is often what it is for us, is the more we have on the go, the more we actually create with less effort. The less we have on the go, the longer it takes us. Yeah, incomplete projects, Joanna. You might know a thing or two about that. I know I sure do. And ever since I stopped making myself wrong for them, it's so cool. So cool. Right, Sharon? More with less effort? Yes, please. And that's just a question. What can I add to my life today? And you can finish that off however you like. What can I add to my life today to change this right away? What can I add to my life today to create more right away? What can I add to my life today to have more orgasms right away? Like whatever it is you'd like, ask for it. And then be willing to add those things. You know, it's just so, we're just often by the lie of this reality that less is better. I know for me, I have, you know, for years, I tried to follow the right way to do business, which you should have one thing and do one thing really well. Well, I can do 100,000 godzillion bazillion things really well. So to narrow it down to one thing just never worked. So it just put me in the wrongness of me because I couldn't do it. I could see other people do it. They could have, you know, they only work with people with stuff going on with their body, or they only work with people with money problems. And it's like, I can do it all. I love doing it all. And so it wasn't until I started studying the tools of access that I was like, oh, okay. So it's okay to have all of these different things. And really adding to our life is what's so much more natural for us. The more you add to your life, the more you'll receive. You know, and that's often what's happening when people tell you, like, aren't you tired? Don't you need a rest? Shouldn't you slow down? All they're saying is, I couldn't receive as much as you are. I couldn't do it. You know, people are constantly saying it to me. Now, I haven't traveled near as much in probably the last 6 months than I used to. And that's by choice. I've actually really enjoyed not traveling as much and being home more. But for a long time, we traveled all the time. And people would always say, oh my gosh, you must be so tired. You must be so tired. You must be exhausted. And I was like, no, I love what I'm doing. It's not exhausting to me. And so just recognize that too. You don't have to be defensive to people when they project, but recognize that it doesn't have to be your reality. Now, maybe it is your reality. Maybe you would like to change something. You would like a rest or something to be different. Cool, choose it. But don't choose it from I have to or I should, or it's what other people would like me to do, or, you know, whatever other crazy might come up for you with that. Everything that brings up, we destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, puck, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Right, Sharon? Yes, more orgasms, please. So, the clearing of the day. What energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be to change your financial situation completely for the better with total ease for all eternity? Anything that doesn't allow that to show up as if by magic, we destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, puck, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be to change your financial situation completely for the better with total ease for all eternity? Anything that doesn't allow that, we destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, puck, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be to change your financial situation completely for the better with total ease for all eternity? Anything that doesn't allow that to show up as if by magic, we destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, puck, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Any questions, guys? Any questions about adding stuff to your life or any of the other tools that we've used? And I'll run the clearing a few more times. So what energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be to change your financial situation completely for the better with total ease for all eternity? Anything that doesn't allow that to show up as if by magic, we destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, puck, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Hello, sweet Felicia. What energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be to change your financial situation completely for the better with total ease for all eternity? Anything that doesn't allow that to show up as if by magic, we destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, puck, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be to change your financial situation completely for the better with total ease for all eternity? Anything that doesn't allow that to show up as if by magic, we destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, puck, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be to change your financial situation completely for the better with total ease for all eternity? Anything that doesn't allow that to show up as if by magic, we destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, puck, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Awesome, guys. Well, if you don't have any questions, I guess that's day 13. Just be adding to your life. What can I add to my life today? Sharon has a question. I'm working with someone. It's my first time. I'm usually resistant to doing that. She keeps saying that's heavy for me. Does that mean she's using light and heavy to control me? Is her heavy a lie? She is telling to limit herself. She's telling to limit herself, or is it not good for her? Can you talk about how to use the heavy and light? Great question, Sharon. And it really is, it's, yes. People often use the tools of access consciousness against themselves. And so, I don't know how she's using it for her. Those are questions you want to ask yourself. So when she says it's heavy, it's heavy for her. So no matter what, it's not about telling her that it's not heavy. Like if she says it's heavy for her, cool. That's her. That's her choice. That's her for her. But knowing for yourself often will assist. So where you're actually going into, asking those questions of yourself. Like, so truth, is it heavy? And the two that I often will use is, truth, is this heavy from point of view? Or truth, is this heavy from awareness? And so then you would just know what's going on for her, but you don't tell her, okay? This is when we use the tools from Access Consciousness, it's always about empowering people to know that they know. So if somebody says it's heavy, we never tell them otherwise, ever. And I know sometimes even myself as a CF, or, Gary, Dane, Simone, Brendan, we will sometimes say, are you sure? But you want to be really aware when you're using that, because even questioning somebody's awareness, like, are you sure, can really send them into a loop. So for you can be aware of that. If she's saying heavy from point of view, cool. How's it get any better than that? What else is possible? And it's actually a Facebook. Yeah, you're welcome, honey. A Facebook live topic a friend and I are going to do this week. So I'll make sure to invite you guys to the event. It's free. You'll just need to be on my personal page, and I'll send you the information about talking about that. Because so often people do that. They'll say, oh, it's so heavy for me to choose that. And it's heavy from their point of view. They're not asking from awareness. They're asking from their point of view. And so a couple things with that I use for myself. If I'm asking a question to utilize my awareness, and I would like a clear awareness, especially if I know I have points of view about it, I'll actually stop, and right before I ask a question, I will go all the DJCCs, pissers, and RJs, so decisions, judgments, conclusions, computations, projections, rejections, expectations, separations, refined judgments that I have about this. I destroy and uncreate them all, return to sender with consciousness, right, wrong, good, bad, online, Papak, shorts, boys, beyonds, and then I ask the question, truth, blah, blah, blah. And I make sure to put truth in it. But often destroying and creating all of those right before I ask the question is what will actually give me more of a clear awareness. But our points of view can also skew our awareness. And people will choose what they're going to choose. So it's not up to us to tell them that their awareness is wrong ever. Yeah. Sure, Sharon, I can put a link. On there. It'll also be in the Facebook event. So Felicia says, resistance is coming up a little for me. Why does resistance show up when you're trying to change? You're welcome, Sharon. Resistance, really, to me, what resistance is, like, so when you're choosing something different, usually everything, all of the points of view that you had about not changing it are what comes up. And then we call it resistance, but it's usually not. It's just coming up so we can finally clear it, so we can choose greater. So anywhere that you've misidentified or misapplied resistance, or, yeah, and use that to stop you from choosing greater, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Yeah, right, wrong, good, bad, online, puck, shorts, boys, and yawns. It's often what happens to people when they register for a class, or think, oh, I'm going to register for that class. Or they register for the class, and then all of a sudden, all of the reasons and justifications for them not to take it show up. But really what's occurring is it's all coming up so that it can be cleared, so when they get to class, they can receive more. But usually what people do is they go, oh, it's heavy now. But it's not. It's all of that crazy that's coming to their awareness just to be cleared. And people are going to choose what they're going to choose, not up to, up to us to change it, just to recognize that and recognize when we're doing it too. And so, Felicia, you can even check in with yourself, like, truth, is this even resistance? Is this just stuff coming up, showing me what is required to clear before I choose the next step or before I choose even greater? Yeah. Yeah, sure, Sharon, I will do that. You bet. Yeah. And so everywhere you've lied to yourself that it was heavy when it was really light, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, online, POD, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And what I've noticed for myself as I have and choose more allowance for people and they're lying to themselves and my own lying to myself, is that when I don't have a point of view, so if they say to me, oh, I registered for your class and now I'm not going to come, it just got really heavy. And I say, okay, thanks for letting me know. But I don't have a point of view about that. And, let's say my awareness is that it wasn't heavy for them. Stuff just came up. And I don't have a point of view. It actually allows them more space to actually have a true awareness. So it's a real gift that we can be when we allow people to have that space. We don't have a point of view about it. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. I'm always grateful when people let me know because I'm always annoyed when people don't. And I'm, kind of holding the class because they're not there yet. And then I reach out to them like, oh, no, I decided not to come. Well, thanks for letting me know. So I'm always grateful when people let me know. And I'm also grateful that people are at least willing to check in. And even if it's reading it as heavy for them from point of view, at least they're asking questions, right? So everything that brings up, you guys destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, POD, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Cool. Awesome. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day, sweet friends. And I look forward to playing with you on day 14 tomorrow. Bye, guys.